This is a personal story of mine. It happened last year when I was in the 8th grade. So I was in science class, right? And my science teacher assigns us a balloon car project. So this race car project, right? It's where we basically had to make a balloon powered car. Literally, a balloon is the only source of power. No motors, no nothing. Just the air coming out of the balloon. And so most of the designs were, cardboard and then some like Gatorade cap bottle for the wheels, a balloon at the end and a straw so that it could the thrust. And so like any project, especially when it comes to science or physics, there's gonna be some mistakes and that's normal, So we were competing as a class, actually as a grade level. But there was one thing, and that was that I had like this massive ego where I'm like, I'm gonna win this thing, no problem, I got this. Because I knew a lot about like roller coasters engineering, so I thought that would sort of help me, but it turns out not really. So I kept trying, and after trying, I kept failing. And it was at this point when I was like, this is gonna be so embarrassing. The whole class had pretty much heard me. Well, not the whole class, but I mean, at least my friends and my close friends, they were definitely aware of what I had said. And that would be so embarrassing. You say you're gonna win, at least beat your friends. You don't have to necessarily beat the class, but just your friends. Like that would just be so embarrassing, So it was the final day, the day for the race, and my car, it was a disaster. First of all, from blowing into the tube to get the air into the balloon, and then the straw at the end of it was all soggy because I'd been using it for 3 days trying to blow and trying to perfect the car's aerodynamics, trying to perfect the car to make it move as fast and as efficiently as possible. And so we were all showing off our cars, right? My friends, their cars were pretty good, and I was like, dang. And pretty much everyone in the class was better than mine. I think it was probably only 1 or 2 people that were at my level. At least I wasn't alone. But so there I was with my big ego. My friends were like, what do you got? And I was a little hesitant to tell them at first. At first I was like, I think it's pretty good, because I didn't really think that they were gonna ask me to show them. So I was like, it's good, it's not. I said it was fine, and then they asked me to show it to them, and it's not fine. I showed them my car, and they were not making fun of me, but they were like, dude, you said you're gonna have the best car, and I was embarrassed, and I wasn't gonna let the whole class see me like that, and I was like, I gotta change, I gotta do something. And on top of that, to make things worse, there was a limit, so your car would have to, I think it was 3 meters, so from the finish line, your car would have to at least cross the 3-meter line for you even to get a passing grade, because remember, this was a project, it wasn't just for fun. So you had to cross that 3-meter threshold to be able to get your points for the car, and that also put a lot of pressure on me. And so here I was in a big jam. I had just finished embarrassing myself. I wasn't even sure if the car was gonna make the 3-meter threshold, and I just looked so stupid. And then lunch came. Right before lunch, my teacher said, you guys could stay during your lunch break to do any last minute changes to your car. And I was like, perfect. Went to lunch, got my lunch, sat down, ate with my friends, chit-chatted, yeah, my car sucks, whatever. Skipped recess, went straight to the classroom, literally sprinting to the classroom. I tried to maximize every single second that I had in that classroom. And I got to work. I was like, this idea is not gonna work. It had already proven to me that it wasn't gonna work. I have to start from scratch again. And I had 40 minutes. My teacher had some leftover supplies that students had already brought, and so that was my only thing. I had no supplies, it was just all leftovers. That's what I made my car out of. And so here I am, again, final stretch. My friends are outside having fun, playing soccer, doing God knows what, and here I am working on my car. I put new straws, put new tires, wheels, Gatorade caps, get a new strong piece of cardboard, use some tape and some straws, and I put it all together, and you won't believe what happened. It actually worked. And now lunch was over. Lunch, the bell already rang, all the other kids were ready to come back inside, and I was ready to tell them the good, really bad news that I had. And so they come in. They all come in, and they're talking about how their soccer game went. I'm like, cool, whatever. And they come over to me, but they didn't know I had stayed. They were asking me where did I go, and I was like, oh, I was in here to work on my car. They're like, oh, okay, cool. But they didn't ask to see it, which I was so happy. But I did some test runs anyways, because I wanted to see how I wanted to show it in front of them without saying, oh, look at my car now. I didn't want to be like that, because I had learned from having a big ego that what if this car messes up, or I think it's good enough and it and it screws up on me. Also, thank you, Ashley, for the chocolates. So it was the other class, because in my grade level, I went to like a K-8 school, and there was literally like maybe 50 kids in the entire grade level. That's it. So we all competed under one tournament in one classroom. And so the other class went first, while my class went second. So a lot of the other classes' cars, they didn't do so well. So I felt like I felt like I wasn't gonna embarrass myself when everyone was looking at me. I felt like I had a chance. Like, you know, even if I were to mess up, like other people had messed up too. So like it wouldn't be that bad. And so now it's my class turn, and no one's really seen my car since I've done the modifications. Probably about half the class saw it when I was failing, but pretty much nobody except my friends, who like they seemed to pay attention. They were kind of interested. They saw, but they're like, it's probably just gonna mess up on the big race, like whatever, you know. So then it's my turn. You get 2 turns in case you screw up the first time or whatever. And here I was, had the whole class, 2 classes actually, watching my car. So I blow up the car, right? It's like 20 seconds before. I hold it with my hand so that the air doesn't leak out. And then the teacher says go, and the balloon car takes off. It went from 0 to whatever speed it hit fast, and that was pretty much it. It didn't really keep that speed, but it like died a lot, and then it sort of had like whatever that was left in the balloon sort of kicked in again. My biggest fear was that thing being too powerful or like messing up on me, and it freaking veers off the table, and I'm disqualified. And so here I am. It crossed the 3-meter mark. That's all I really cared about at that point. Like I just wanted to get those points for the car. That was in the clear. The thing went all the way. It flew off the table, but not off to the side. It flew off the end of the table. Everyone was in shock. I was the first and the only car to do it during the actual race, because after the race, we were messing around and just playing with our cars, and then some other team, and then someone else, theirs had gone off the car, but it didn't count towards the points. It didn't count towards the, final grade. So today, in all my episodes, really, I try to strive for delivering a message. At least that's when I make videos here, not when I'm on vacation. I try to make episodes about my experience, how they affected me, and just sort of some advice that I can give to you. And that is, yeah, I could have just easily given up and just said, you know, yeah, my car sucks, whatever it is, what it is. But I wanted to try. So that's what I did. And look, I ended up winning first place. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I will see you in a couple days. Or I will see you in the next episode. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Bye.